Hi, I'm Hannah. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Hannah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I share what I'm knitting and what I'm designing and what I'm looking forward to in the knitting world. Today I have a new kind of video, so you'll have to let me know in the comments if you like it. I'm sharing my February favorites. This means I'm sharing new patterns that have been released in the month of February. You might be wondering, Hannah, why are you sharing patterns from the month of February? It's March, and are you making them? Like, what is going on here? So there's two reasons that I wanted to make a video like this. The first is, I don't know about you, but I have been doom scrolling a lot recently, and so I decided to look at Ravelry instead. It gives the same scroll and lots of information and fun things to look at. So I've been trying to do that instead of just doom scrolling. I have found some lovely patterns, but it leaves me with a lot of patterns, and the second reason is I'm trying to stay locked into my Make 9. So in my previous video, I shared that I have my Make 9 planned out. I have yarn from my yarn pantry that I'm planning to use, and so I don't want to deviate from that too much, but I love when new patterns come out. I love seeing the test knitters. I love the hype for the designers. I love resharing them on my Instagram, and so I wanted to share them here with you. Kind of like a conversation between friends about what we've seen recently in the knitting world and we're excited about. So if you want, you can leave me a comment too and let me know what you saw in February come out, and I will share what I saw. So I have 3 sweaters, 3 socks, 1 really cute thingy, and a vest. This is not an exhausted list. There are so many good patterns that came out in February. Let's get started. The first in my roundup is the Clara cabled rib sweater. This is by CL Knits, who I found through Instagram. It's a DK weight drop shoulder sweater, and it has cabled details. So it has a cable along the shoulder, the back of the shoulder, and it goes all the way down the side and into the ribbing. Now, I'm obsessed with the cable ribbing details. I just love a cute, neat cable, and I feel like CL Knits, her designs are so neat. The Clara sweater is my take on a basic drop shoulder sweater with a cabled ribbing detail to make it a little more unique. The pattern is knit from the top down and includes written and charted instructions for the cabled rib pattern. Love that. Love cables. Love all of it. It's just enough cables too, where if you're like, this is my first time, I'm not totally sold on them, you could make this easily. It looks like a simple cable. I don't know if that's 2x2 or I don't know. I don't want to spoil it either. Anyway, it's DK weight, so she recommends lace and fingering held together. If I were knitting this, I would probably go for the classic knitting for olive merino, knitting for olive soft silk mohair. I know a lot of other yarn companies have that combo as well. Isier Drops has that. Maybe I will still knit this one. I don't know. I think it's so beautiful. Another sweater that I came across that came out in February is the Book Club Pullover by Sari Nordland. You've probably seen the Book Club cardigan. So she released the cardigan first, and now she's released the pullover version. It looks like her suggested yarn is Magpie Fibers Nest Worsted. The Book Club Pullover has a relaxed and slightly boxy fit. It's knitted seamlessly top down with a diamond cable pattern that's a lot easier than it first appears and is suitable for knitters who are just learning to knit cables. Okay, it's kind of funny when you have to start the blurb with, it's easier than it looks. I have to agree, they don't look too difficult, but it's still going to be probably asynchronous, like you're knitting the cables at different times. You have to be keeping track of all the different cables. It's adventurous. Maybe an adventurous cable knitter. It's so beautiful. Worsted, I would probably again go for the knitting for olive heavy merino. I would maybe, that's what I'm wearing right now. I really love it. I would maybe go for Cascade 220 worsted non-superwash. Those are just my classics. There's so many beautiful worsted yarns out there. The next pattern that came out in February that I wanted to share with you is the Comfort Core sock set. I'm a huge fan of Summerlee socks. She has lovely information about all of her socks and yarns and all of that, where to measure, how to decide, all those things that sock knitters need to know, especially when they're in their beginning stages. So she has a new set out, and she said it was inspired by her favorite pair of socks. Let me read you the blurb. The Comfort Core socks feature a foot design modeled after my favorite Nike athletic socks. The squishy texture and arch support band make these socks perfect for walking, long days at work, or other adventurous activities. The sock set includes instructions for 3 different socks. I love. So I've never seen this before, and maybe you guys have, but I'll put a picture up and you can see that she has this lovely little ribbed section. It looks like maybe, I don't know, a slip rib or something similar to what you do in a heel flap around the center arch. So more support. Love that. I could always use some more support in everything. She recommends Moondrake Co., Nitpick Stroll, Hedgehog Fibers, lots of options. I would probably use, I have some Nitpick Stroll. I honestly have a lot of sock yarn that I just haven't made into socks, so I would probably just use from my yarn pantry. But I just love how unique these are because they do have that band. It looks super comfy and cozy, and I would wear them around the house. I feel like my feet hurt at the end of the day. I don't know if that's just life or they just really hurt right now, and this would be extra comfy. I do have another sock set for you. This is the Dream Home sock set. I'm gonna preface this by saying I may not make these ever, but I love them and I want to tell you about them because maybe you want to make them. But this is by Stone Knits. She's like the queen of the colorwork sock. Do you also sometimes dream of living in a small cottage in the middle of nowhere on a grassy hill covered in flowers? Yes, I absolutely do. I do. I really, really do. I feel like these are also great for scraps because the way she's used the colors, you could buy yarn for this, but you could also use yarn in your yarn pantry that maybe was for half a socks. And she models them in her Birkenstocks, which I just love. She calls for light fingering weight and US 1, US 1.5, US 2 needles. I have knit a colorwork sock before, one, and I knit the whole sock and I was so excited about it, and then I put it on and I could not get it over my heel. So it just didn't really work out. And I love colorwork, but I don't know that colorwork socks are for me, but maybe they're for you. These are just too good. I just think they're so cute. If I don't know, if I had all the time in the world, I think I would knit the green one with the little clouds coming out of the chimney. It's so cute. I'm also obsessed with the green yarn that she used, that tweed. I don't know what it is. She says she uses Filcolana Arwetta, Rico Design Superba Tweed. I bet that's what it is. So I do love that green tweed. I'm really into tweed right now. I feel like that's perfect for spring, and that green is just so good. It comes with 2 sock patterns, one inspired by a charming cottage in the countryside with rolling skies and fluffy clouds, and the other nostalgic wooden chalet in the mountains. Both of those things are really appealing to me. I would love to be either of those places with my kiddos, with my family. I'm not trying to escape or anything, but it just sounds really nice. Okay, next I have a vest. This is called Vest the Delight by Minmi Choi by Sug Knits. It's an Aran weight vest. I guess I'm just really into cables, or cables are just very February, heavy winter, I don't know. This is a vest that has a little I-cord tie, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. I feel like I could wear this to the library, checking out books with my little bag. I would also have 2 children that were probably like, you know, running around and whatnot. But in my dreams, I am wearing it to the library, and I think it's so beautiful. Over a dress. This is more aspirational for me, I'll be honest. This isn't really where I'm at right now in my knitting. Everyday knits like this one, my champagne cardigan, but this, one day I want to wear this. She has options for the tie, but also options for buttons and more length. It has pockets, it has cables, it's cute. It's everything. It's Aran weight. I would probably use Cascade Eco Wool because I found it to be budget friendly, but there are some gorgeous Aran weight yarns out there. She uses Gepard yarn Woolia. Some of the projects, they use yarn held together, which could be a good option if you want some mohair in there. Some people use Dura Natura Gilead, but I'm really convincing myself that I want to make this now. I'm also seeing that it was released in January, but that's okay. For some reason, I had it saved in my February ones. Oh well, it happens sometimes. So anyway, I can picture myself wearing this over a dress in the spring. That would be lovely. Or in the fall over a button-down shirt. It would be so beautiful. Anyway, right now I think for me it's aspirational, but in the future, maybe I could make it. I have 3 more left on my February favorites. Next is a sweater. This is the Luz Sweater by the Knit Pearl Girl, Sophie, and it is a DK weight drop shoulder pattern with texture and some stockinette. It describes it as a textured raglan sweater which uses a mixture of slip stitch pattern and stockinette stitch. I'm looking through the pictures right now. It looks like so fluffy and cozy. I'm really into the texture as well as the cables, and so just seeing even the small texture on the sleeve, I'll put a picture up so you can see it. I just love it. The braids, the slip stitch, the twisted rib, all of that. She holds 2 yarns together. She uses Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair, so it's another classic combo for me of the merino and the soft silk mohair. I have been wanting a sort of, not turquoise, but deep blue, that petroleum blue maybe, colored sweater. I think I'm leaning more towards blues right now because my son loves blue so much, and I realized I don't wear blue at all, besides denim, but I don't think he thinks that's blue. So I have been wanting that as like a pullover sweater for my wardrobe, and I think this would be a good one. I know Knitting for Olive has those blues. I think it's lovely. I think you could also use like a Dura Natra Ulysses would be good because it's DK weight. This is so gorgeous. I've knit one of Sophie's patterns and the instructions were so detailed. So I have no doubts that this would be so much detail, so much good information to help you out. It's sort of, the raglan sort of gives it sweatshirt fit, but the details give it elegant and classy. For this roundup, the alternate title would be like so much texture, because this is another cable pattern. This is the Ponderosa Socks by Wool and Pine. These are stunning. I don't know if it's the color they use that's just so appealing. I love this gold color mixed with the cables. Now that is an intricate cable to me. That looks intricate. That, I don't know, but it's a fingering weight pattern. I wish they would come out with DK weight. Maybe they have DK weight. It's fingering weight sock pattern, US 1 needles. They have 3 sizes. It's kind of classic for socks. We love a classic hand knit sock. You'll catch us rocking that Birkenstock and wool sock lifestyle year round. There's just something about a handmade pair of socks that makes every step cozier. Wow, I love that. Ponderosa Socks takes inspiration from their namesake sweater and hat. So it's part of a series. Beloved for their plump cables and timeless feel. Socks bring the same bold texture to your feet, blending rugged charm with everyday comfort. Wow, this is a great description. Knit from the top down with a classic heel flap and gusset, they fit like a dream and hold their shape beautifully over time. Yeah, I'm sold. They are gorgeous. I would probably use a solid color yarn for this because the cables give it so much texture, so not something as variegated, but I definitely have some in my yarn pantry. I feel like fingering weight yarn is so versatile that I just collect it, and so I have a lot that I could make for socks, but I just haven't. The last one, this is personally my favorite February fave because it's so cute. This is by Barrett Wool Co., which is Susan Anderson. If you're not familiar with her, I feel like she makes just the cutest designs, and oh my gosh. Okay, I'll put the picture up, but this is a mouse. It's called Good Mouse. She has a collection of good animals. So this is Good Mouse, and he's so cute. Good Mouse is the 4th character in my Good series of hand knit toys. Good Mouse joins company of Good Bear, Good Bunny, and Good Frog. The pattern includes instructions for the mouse, a pair of overalls with pockets, a stripy sweater, a buttoned up jacket, and a folded brim hat. The entire Good Mouse set is charming, worthy of a storybook or 2. I would absolutely say yes. I have knit a Susan Anderson pattern before. Her patterns to be the perfect blend of detailed, where you get the vibe of like, this is definitely a mouse, but not too complicated where it's like hours and hours of work. That's Moosh and Friends, which I've made and I love, but I feel like these are really, really good for gifts because you can still make something so cute and precious and lovable, but it doesn't take you as many hours. This is sport weight yarn, so if I were to make Good Mouse, I would use good wool. I have plenty of good wool left. I just I think these are so cute. Maybe it's the stage of life I'm in with having like a sweet little baby girl and a 4-year-old, but I think this would be perfect for either of them. Just putting the clothes on is just so cute. Again, now I'm convincing myself that I need this pattern in my life, and maybe I do. I'm just like looking through the pictures and they're just so, it's so cute. So cute. And would be excellent for using the yarn in your yarn pantry. It says that the little mousey is like 8 inches tall. I feel like that's such a good size. Very tuckable, huggable, and also not too small where it gets lost. You can see Good Mouse on the bookshelf, on the windowsill. I just think so cute. So cute. She has kits where you can use her yarn, or you can just use yarn you have. I don't know. Good Mouse is cute. I gotta look at the other ones. Oh, okay. Good Bunny, Good Frog, Good Bear, they're all really cute. Maybe Good Frog is the cutest. I do love the really detailed frogs that are going around on Instagram and Ravelry, but Good Frog is so cute. Okay, I might have to make Good Frog. But this is, Good Frog came out like a year and a half ago, so not a February fave, but just really cute. Oh man, maybe I am gonna make these. I thought I was like really liking Good Mouse, but Good Bear is so cute too. Okay, anyway, those are my 8 February favorites. If you have made it this far, please let me know if you like this kind of video from me, or if you just prefer the regular Hannah G Knits whip update project videos. I also wanted to say thank you for trying out my new video and seeing if you like it. So as a thank you, I'm going to send one of you guys one of these patterns. So leave me a comment with this emoji and which pattern you would knit from the February favorites, and I'll send one of you guys a pattern to say thank you. I hope you have a lovely day. Happy knitting.